Welcome everyone. This is the regular town council meeting at the Town of Star Valley Ranch, and it is the 14th day of November at exactly 7 p.m. I'd like to call this meeting to order. We do have a quorum and we can conduct business. Also let the record show that Town Clerk Gray and Building Clerk Mason are also in attendance. Will you please stand for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hi, Mayor.
Yes?
I am here.
Okay, thank you. Could I please get a motion to reconvene the regular meeting?
I move to reconvene the regular meeting of the town council.
Second?
I'll second.
It's been moved by Councilman Rock and seconded by Councilman Ellis. All in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries.
Okay, next item on the agenda is to adopt the agenda. Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
I move adoption of the agenda as written.
Second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. It's been moved by Councilman Ellis, seconded by Councilman Rock. All in favor say aye.
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 None opposed. Motion carries unanimously. Announcements and proclamations. I don't believe we have any tonight, so we'll move on to the public comment section. This section is for any public comments. Please make sure that you state your name and you give a 3-minute time limit. Anyone have a public comment? No? No.
You're doing a great job. I think we can come up with one.
Okay, so the next item on the agenda is to adopt the consent agenda. And I will read through those items on the consent agenda. Under the consent agenda is to approve the minutes for the October 10th work session, October 10th regular meeting, the October 12th work session. There's also the disbursements, the dispatch report, the court report, the municipal officers report. That is it. So if I could get a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Okay, second.
I'll second.
Councilman Merrill? Yeah. Okay. Is there anything that any other council would like to pull off of that consent agenda to discuss? Okay. All right, so the motion was made by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Merrill. All in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the public hearings, and we've got a few of those. So we'll kind of go through these. First item is a lot combination, and that is Davis Plat 2, lots 21 and 22. And Dolores, are you here to read?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Would you please do that? Can you come up here? Great.
Okay, the Planning and Zoning Board received a lot adjustment application and a shared driveway easement on September 17th, 2023 from Lori Roberts, 631 Vista East Drive, Plot 6, Lot 61, 133, and 64. Also be advised that a variance was approved for an existing deck and porch within the 30 feet of the golf course setbacks. The above mentioned lots were surveyed by Surveyor Sherwell Ltd., 446 West 3rd Avenue in Afton, Wyoming. Letters were sent to all landowners of Plot 6 within a 300-foot radius of Plot 6, Lot 61, 133, and 64. During the 30-day public comment period, the Planning and Zoning Board received no written correspondence against the lot adjustment request or shared driveway easement request. Furthermore, during our public hearing meeting on October 11, 2023, there were no objections or comments. The Planning and Zoning Board worked within the parameters of the Town of Star Valley Ranch ordinances and cannot find anything detrimental to the surrounding properties nor any ordinances within the preview of the board that permits board denial of this application. The Planning and Zoning Board hereby recommends that the Town Council approve the lot alignment for Lori Roberts, 631 West Vista West Drive, Plot 6, Lot 61, 133, and 64, that will become Plot 6, Lot 137, 138, and 139. Respectfully, Michael Black, Town of Star Valley Ranch, Planning and Zoning Board Chair.
Have clerk, that it's out of order, is that going to be an issue?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was the second one, you're fine.
That was Davis.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I can move it in the order. Oh, you are on the right one. Okay. Oh, no, we're on this one. Okay. Yeah, I'll just move them on the agenda, Mayor.
Okay,
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
that's
I
okay.
was not aware, my first time.
You're fine, so we'll talk about that one and then I'll bring you back up to do the other one.
Okay, that sounds
Okay.
fine, thank you.
All right. Carl, did you have anything to say about these? or-
No, you're hearing this, I know.
Thank you very much. Council, do you have any questions on this? No. None?
None.
All right, this will be basically. So I just need to have a motion to approve the lot combination recommended by the Planning and Zoning Board.
I move we approve the lot combination as recommended by the Planning and Zoning Board.
Okay, second?
Question.
Yep.
It's, we're doing, this is for Roberts, correct?
This is
Yes,
for
this is
Robert.
Robert. That's 6.
Adjustment, not a combination,
It is.
is that right?
Yeah, the lot numbers are kind of weird, but it is.
I have a question.
Okay,
Can we have a second on the record first, please, Mayor? And then for comments.
okay, I need a second. I'll second. Okay. Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay, question, sorry.
It's really a clarification. They're combining 3 lots into 1 lot, but you said they would have 3 lot numbers. Wouldn't it be just 1 lot number?
You know, I'm not sure because I took this from Mike, so I would have to direct that to me.
All right, here's the sordid history of this little project here. So originally you have lots 61, 62, 63, and 64. A number of years ago, lots 62 and 63 were combined to create lot 133. Which Stewart was that? Was that Harold?
Yeah, that was Harold.
This is Harold
And
Stewart's
that's
house.
around the deck.
Up on that, this is Vista East Drive over there. And so you have lot 64 to the north of lot 63, which is being enlarged. And so legally what you do, this is a question of how platting occurs and the designation of lots and legal descriptions. And so because we're changing these lines between these lots, we have to vacate the lot, which means we get rid of that boundary. That those lots can never be described again by those numbers because it creates confusion in the record. And so we have to take lot 133, vacate lot 133, get rid of it, remove it out of the public record. You have to take lot 64, do the same thing, remove it out of the public record. So they're all getting new lot numbers, and you tack on the next lot number in line. And because there's been a Plat 6 third filing, which also has lots 135 and 36, I think. So we now add on 137, 138, 139, because we're changing those lot numbers. And the other thing that's happening with this particular project is that there's lot 61, which is south of the Stewart's original home there, and they are granting each other a shared driveway easement. And also because of that, it's easier at this time to plat that driveway easement, and because we're changing the record plat, we vacate that lot number so that the title companies and the banks and everybody now say, oh, this is now a new lot number. Its legal description has completely changed, and so you don't confuse it with something else that's there. So that's why you have these 3 lots.
Quick question, is this a lot combination or lot line adjustments?
It's an amended plat application.
That's what our ordinance is.
The ordinance is an amended plat application because we are not creating any new density in that original plat. We're actually, originally they took out one lot, they combined lots 62 and 63. And we're now taking 64 and vacating and adjusting a line, so we're not creating any new lots. But it's an amended plat application, yeah.
Got it, okay.
Yeah.
And then, is this off of Vista East?
Yes,
there? Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking of probably have Vista West. I don't know, but.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, that may have been an old sketch or something up there. But sometimes they just have typos, so if there's a typo, when you go to sign it, let me know, I'll bring a corrected one back.
okay.
Yeah, just on the memory.
I like to have something for everybody in these plats. Good stuff. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I think we're good. All right, we already have a motion and a second, so all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Okay, so the next lot it's really a plat amendment, you're right, is Davis, and that's plat 2, lots 21 and 22. Right.
Okay, the Planning and Zoning Board received a lot combination application on August 21st, 2023 from Elaine Davis, 558 Aspen Way, Plot 2, Lot 21 and 22. The above mentioned lots in Plot 2 were surveyed by Surveyor Sherwell Ltd., 46 West 3rd Avenue in Afton, Wyoming. Letters were sent to all the landowners of the plots and the lot numbers within 300-foot radius of Plot 2, Lot 21 and 22 as per our ordinances. During the 30-day public comment period, the Planning and Zoning Board received no written correspondence against the lot combination request. Furthermore, during our public hearing meeting on October 11, 2023, there were no objections. The Planning and Zoning Board worked within the parameters of the Town of Star Valley Ranch ordinances and cannot find anything detrimental to the surrounding properties nor any ordinance within the preview of the board that permits board denial of this application. The Planning and Zoning Board hereby recommends that the Town Council approve the lot combinations for Elaine Davis, 558 Aspen Way, Plot 2, Lot 21 and 23, and will become Plot 2, Lot 62. Sincerely, Michael Black, Town of Star Valley Ranch, Planning and Zoning Board Chair.
Okay. So I'll open it up to questions after we have a motion. So can I get a motion to approve?
I move we approve the lot combination, or lot plat adjustment,
Yeah.
is that correct?
Plat amendment.
Plat amendment for Davis, as recommended by the Planning and Zoning Board.
Okay, second?
I'll second it.
It's been, motion was made by Councilman Ellis, second by Councilman Roth. Okay, now we'll open this one up to the first discussion. Any questions on this one? Council? No? All right. All in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. The next item on the agenda is an appeal by Hal, and this is by Rick and Candy, and I'm here. So you get to come up here. Do you have a copy of the document that you sent me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't.
So maybe you can kind of tell us why you come to the town council. That would probably be the best thing to do.
Okay.
I know, you have to stand up here.
So, good evening, Candy Hal. So Rick and I wanted to build a fence around, so we have 2 lots on Plot 9, there's 31 and 32. 32 is the adjacent lot. And we had submitted a building, a permit for a fence.
Okay.
And it was tabled with the reference of, is it 154 or 116? I can't remember the number. But looking at that ordinance, even though everything else fell in line, that ordinance seems to have absolutely nothing to do with adding a fence to a vacant lot. So I sent the appeal in with all the information, hoping that the council would take a look at that.
Didn't they deny it on the second reading, the permit? the fence
It never
permit?
came back up again.
It never came back up again. So it was just tabled and now it's here. Okay. So this is kind of an interesting, just so the audience knows, this is kind of a unique situation because they have two separate lots, both single-family residential. And they want to fence the entire property. And we do have an appeals process if it's a zoning issue, but not really a building permit issue. And so it sounds like it needs to go back to the planning and zoning board rather than the town council make that decision. And that's the main reason. We don't, the planning and zoning board does building permits. So we don't have a process in 150, which is the ordinance for building permits that actually allows the town council to do that. So, I'm sorry I didn't realize that.
No, it's okay.
I thought it would be good to talk through this with the council because it is a unique situation.
It is.
And I understand why you want to do this. So it's just that we don't really have.
Okay, this is the procedure that I was given that I needed to go through, so.
Yeah, and that was for a zoning change, that one I sent you because I didn't know if you were going, I wasn't really sure what you were doing. Is it just a fence permit or do you want to, do more?
Just the fence, yeah, we're not going to be building on that property. We just want to leave it open for our dogs
Right.
to protect our dogs and to stop the trespassers.
Yeah, and
Because we're right on that corner lot.
It's a
And there's
small
a,
issue.
yeah.
There's a council that has the same problem. So this is stuff we don't really have, the solution, so here. So what I would probably ask the council to just do a motion to send it back to the planning and zoning board. If you guys would consider that. Sorry.
That's okay. Thank you.
With that, everybody raise your hand back.
Okay, so can I just get a motion there and set back to the.
Okay. I move we send the fence issue for Howell back to the planning and zoning board.
Second? Oh, I have this. Can I have this or is that?
Yours.
Thank you.
It was public notice.
So, Candy and I have just talked, it's been a couple of times.
Yeah. Okay, Carolyn, go ahead.
You want me up there?
Yes.
Okay, just a minute.
We're gonna use your name.
It doesn't like to move.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That needs to be Okay, Carolyn Thacker. Candy and I have talked before because I know the last time she was here to address this with you, they wanted to put a fence on a single-family lot, which the association does not allow. So I think she said the last time she was here that she wanted to see if the town would approve it, and then she would go further as to see whether or not the association would approve it. Am I right, Candy? So I don't know that the association would ever approve fencing that lot, regardless of what the town decides to do.
Yeah.
And I know I've been out to her home before and we've looked at it and everything. So just a little bit of history of what we talked about the last time, right?
Yeah.
Karen, sorry, question. Just because I don't have the background, why does the association not allow fencing, especially if they're like adjacent properties that one has a single family home on?
They would have to be combined if you were to put that fence on that other lot, okay? I can't give you the background on it because I don't have it right here in front of me, but it's been that way in our architectural control policy for as long as I can remember, so.
And it's not something that.
Well,
oh, go ahead, sorry.
this is what I can see, is if we start allowing fences to go up on vacant lots, we're gonna have fences on vacant lots regardless if there's a house next to it or not. Because we'll set a precedence to putting a fence on a vacant lot.
So I'm in sympathy with her because of her dogs, but we do need to follow the guidelines there. Any more?
May I make a point?
Sure.
Sure, go ahead.
As an insurance agent, I've been writing homeowner policies and commercial policies for a dozen years.
Yeah.
And typically, a lot of people know that when, and it doesn't matter what company it is, whether it's Farmers or State Farm or Allstate, it doesn't matter. If you have an adjacent property, you have your primary property with your home, and then there's an adjacent property that you purchase and it's a separate lot. Your insurance automatically extends to that property because it's attached, it's adjacent.
Right.
It's not down the street. It's adjacent to the property. It's really attached. So for $0, the liability automatically extends. It doesn't matter if it's a half acre or 100 acres. And it's just something to consider. Carolyn, you and I talked 2 summers ago when we started this. One of the things was the association was trying to get more in alignment with the town of Star Valley Ranch. And if you remember, if the discussion was if the town actually, if there was nothing that prevented me with the town specifically for building the fence, then the association would have to take another look to try to be more in sync with each other as opposed to having opposite rules which don't really make sense.
Well, I understand. I remember when the town was first established that, and I'm probably not going to say this right, we superseded the town's requirements, okay? So if we said we can't, well, we'll just use fences because it's on there. If we said you can't have a fence on a vacant lot, they really not supposed to override us as, that's not right, but that's how it goes, you know.
We're separate entities, but.
We're separate entities, but, I don't know how else to answer you.
Yes.
Don't like to see the residents get caught in the middle, you know,
No,
the town and
no,
the association on these kind of things, and,
No,
you know,
totally understand.
for my own edification, I would like to understand a little more about, you know, where the association, boundaries are on the fences and things, and then I have a lot, empty lot that's adjacent to our home that, you know, my husband and I, quite frankly, have been talking about putting a fence around to keep snowmobilers out in the wintertime. Hadn't looked into it yet, so this has been interesting to read through your letter and appeal and, you know, as it's been going on. Is it something we can ask the committee to look at more with the association's architectural committee?
Well, also, I would have, you know, it's been a long while since I've read our new CCNRs. It's very possible that is in the new CCNRs, but I can't say for sure without pulling them out and rereading
Lots of
them.
them, I know.
Yeah. We actually had a discussion tonight in our workshop about changing the DCCNRs, and it's really hard for people to understand how much work that is to do that. So, wish we could have done a little bit earlier. Anyway.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you. I think there's one thing that, you know, it is a single-family residential lot. And single-family residential lots are platted for a residence. And I think that's also another issue for the town. It's also a zoning issue. And so that's why I think we recommended that a lot combination would solve the problem.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, we're having 2 meetings, sorry. So anyway, I'm back to the original question on how you want to deal with this, or you don't want to deal with this.
Usually.
Huh?
I think we sent it back to the P and Z board.
Yeah, we have a motion, but no second.
Okay.
So could you read the motion?
Motion was to send the Howe appeal, the Howe fencing, proposal back to the P and Z board since it's tabled and has never been
Was never-
voted on.
Okay,
Second?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilman Ellis, second by Councilman Denny. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye?
Aye.
Okay, so it passes. So because that's a building permit, they have to take care of it. Okay, next thing on the agenda is, where are we? Resolution. Yeah, resolution number 23-11-14-001. Councilman Allen.
Okay. Resolution number 23-11-14-001. A resolution to replace section 150.037 fee schedule to establish fees for plan review, issuance of building permits, and building inspections for the town of Star Valley Ranch, Wyoming. This is just bringing it in compliance with the third reading of an ordinance that will be tonight. Any more on that? Okay, I move passage of resolution number 23-11-14-001.
Second?
I'll second.
And moved by Councilman Ellis, second by Councilman Rock. Any discussion on this? Council? Question? All in favor, say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is resolution 23-11-14-002 loan repayment CD transfer funds.
Okay. Resolution number 23-11-14-002 loan repayment CD funds transfer. Resolution for the town of Star Valley Ranch to approve the transfer of funds from the water fund loan payment reserve holding CD and Bank of Star Valley to the same water fund account in Wyoming class to be managed by Peaks Investment. Whereas the Town Finance Advisory Board has completed research to find the best possible options for the town to invest its fund, and whereas the Town Finance Advisory Board has found the Wyoming class fund to be fiscally advantageous to the town, and whereas the town currently has the responsibility to invest town funds responsibly with the best possible returns. Now therefore, be it resolved, on the recommendation of the Town Finance Advisory Board, the Town of Star Valley Ranch does hereby authorize the town clerk and treasurer to transfer from the water fund loan payment reserve rolling CD and Bank of Star Valley the remaining $10,000 to the loan repayment account in Wyoming class, not renewing this rolling CD upon maturity in March 2024. Passed and amended this 14th day of November 2023, the Town of Star Valley Ranch. I move the Town of Star Valley Ranch approve Mayor Kathleen Byers, Town Representative. Nope, that's the wrong one. I move we approve resolution 23-11-14-002.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Ellis, second by Councilman Rock. Any questions on this, audience?
How much is the fund transfer? What are you moving?
10,000.
Just the 10,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Council, do you have any questions? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the motion to release the 2023 Caterpillar. Does anyone want to read that? Okay.
I move the Town of Star Valley Ranch approve Mayor Kathleen Byers as the town's representative and authorize Mayor Kathleen Byers to sign the appropriate documents for lease and purchase of a 2023 Caterpillar 938 front loader from Caterpillar Financial Services Corporation by entering into a governmental equipment lease purchase agreement with Caterpillar.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Ellis. Any questions on this?
Are you gonna have 3 loaders or 2?
No, two, we traded in the one that was falling apart. Yep, just two. Any other questions, council? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is, now we'll go to ordinances, and that is ordinance 2023-09. Whoops, hold on. Oh, please, I forgot the thing. Let's see, I get a motion to read the ordinances by title and explanation only.
I'll move that we read the ordinance updates by title and explanation.
Thank you. Second? Second. Thank you. Motion made by Councilman Rock, seconded by Councilman Merrill. All in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Okay, now we'll go to the ordinances. And the first one is 2023-09. This is the third reading. Councilman Rock.
This is ordinance 2023-09, Title 3 Administrations, Chapter 33 Town Organizations. This is the third reading. This ordinance will create a travel and tourism board and outlines the procedures for that board.
Okay.
I move that we approve the third reading of Title 3 Administration, Chapter 33 Town Organizations, Ordinance 2023-09.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
I'll second. Oh.
Okay. Motion was made by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Ellis. Any questions on this ordinance? All right. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda is ordinance 2023, and this is Councilman Ellis. I think this one's yours.
Ordinance 2023-10, Title 15, Land Use, Chapter 150, Buildings. This is the third reading, and there has been one change since the second reading. I want to specify that. It's the addition of the following language. It is the responsibility of the property owner, applicant, or their authorized representative to obtain the required inspections and provide documentation to the town, either through the town or a certified building inspector hired by the owner, applicant, or authorized representative. Otherwise, the ordinance remains unchanged. I move we approve ordinance 2023-10.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
Okay. Moved by Councilman Ellis, second by Councilman Rock. Any questions?
I have a short one. Wouldn't you, or shouldn't you put in there, if I'm gonna hire my own inspector, that you get to approve it before you accept it automatically? You're opening the town wide open for anybody to come in and do it that says I'm an inspector. State of Wyoming does not have certified home inspectors, so you can't rely on that.
Never. They have to be licensed, yeah, but do we have, well, they also have to be licensed through the town.
It does say certified building inspector, which our building inspector is certified, so it was just the same requirements that we require for him.
Doesn't say that.
It does,
Yes.
certified building inspector.
Okay, sorry. Apologize.
I check that.
Okay, any other questions? Okay. Council, do you have any questions? All right. All in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. The next item on the agenda is ordinance 2023-11. And Councilman Denny, I think you read that one last time, so would you read it by title only and explanation?
This motion is second reading of ordinance 2023-11, Title 3 Administration, Chapter 35 Municipal Court. Explanation, update existing code by increasing the bond for 92.03 discharge of fireworks from 50.019 B, failure to post building permit, and 150.019 C, failure to obtain a building permit. I move we approve this second reading of ordinance 2023-11.
Okay, second? Motion was made by Councilman Denny, seconded by Councilman Merrill. Do we have any questions about the bond schedule? Audience? Council? Nothing, all right. All in favor, say aye. 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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is mayor and council, if they have anything that they would like to bring forward. Yeah,
Nothing for me.
yep, hold on. Go ahead.
Just wanted to give a quick update on the water situation that we had a public meeting on this past Thursday. For those of you that were able to attend, oops, hold on. There we go, sorry. So the town has put together a proposal of corrective actions that was forwarded to the EPA this afternoon for their review and fingers crossed acceptance. If they do accept the corrective actions the town has outlined in the proposal, then the town would not begin immediate system-wide chlorination as proposed by the EPA. We're hoping to know more on their response, hopefully quickly. I won't say by the end of the week, but within the next week, I would expect we would hear something back from them. And then at that point, we'll let the residents know what the EPA decided as far as accepting what the town proposed. And if they do accept it, then I believe we were going to put that proposal out on the public website so everyone could see what it is that the town will be working through to meet the EPA's concerns about the recent water sample testing for the town and the results. So I think that's about it.
Okay.
Questions?
Are the details a secret right now, or can you just give us an overview of what?
No, they are, when we had the public meeting, we kind of gave a little bullet points on them. It was things like taking a good hard look at our current water sampling processes and procedures, also doing some discrete sampling of the Green Canyon water storage tank itself and some other additional sampling around town, ensuring that we're using laboratory certified sample bottles, also reviewing our maintenance procedures, all encompassing from storage to distribution to everything, having the town engineer do an assessment of long-term water storage needs for the town, and then ultimately looking at if we should accelerate the replacement of the Green Canyon water storage tank liner, which is another thing the EPA was pushing us to do. So and there's sort of the way the plan is set up, if they accept it, you know, we would do certain things after testing and review of those results. And we're not just saying we're going to do all of this, it's kind of a layered approach. So.
Yeah, I think one of the things was to shock chlorinate the system.
And that too.
To see if that would solve our problem.
Right.
Which is what we've been recommended to do that. So we'll see what they accept. Hopefully it's quickly. So anything else, town council?
Would you introduce us to our new member of the?
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is Loretta Mason, and she is the town billing clerk. Billing and everything else. She'll be the one that answers about 90% of the clerks.
Thank you.
One question.
Was there anything about retraining and what you proposed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
Yep.
I skipped over that, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I believe the water board will receive a copy of that. So you should get it tomorrow, I think is what we were talking about. So, yeah. Okay, but that did go in today, so. All right, I think that's it. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
We adjourn.
Second?
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Ellis, second by Councilman Roth. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Thanks, Ron.
Okay.